What up, boy? What's good, my guy? Looking for my folks. I don't think they on. Barbie popped in. Popped out. Got the phones on today. See y'all. Tap that screen for me. You can definitely come up. Okay, you getting your hair done. You're gonna be showing off a little bit later. See the pictures. Oh, this the topic for the day. Popped on. Try to see if Queenie on here. Get some background popping. It's quiet in here. It's always peaceful in this joint. Set up the multi. Mm. You know what I want to put on. Type where y'all from in the comments. Tap the screen. Get that daily join. You follow back. Join the panel. Get into the discussion. Tap that screen for me. See y'all piling in. And leave where you from in the comments. Welcome to Philly. We just getting started. And we follow back. What's poppin'? What's up? Where y'all from? Where you from? Tap the screen join. Get on the panel. Request to come up. Looking for my co-host.
While strolling along life's highway, that road from my days storm.
When it comes to keeping your family healthy, MAGA Congressman Tom Tiffany doesn't have your back. He's voted with MAGA to gut Medicaid and make healthcare more expensive for everyone. Tell Tom Tiffany to support our healthcare and not the MAGA agenda.
What's going on? Where y'all from?
That's all you
Tap
get.
that
Get
screen.
ready for new inventory. Furniture and
While I get on the
appliance
panel.
offers steep appliance
Tap that.
discounts up to 45% off. Wisconsin-made speed clean washers starting at
Welcome to
$38
Philly.
a month. And get Safety and appliance smart.
Yeah, I'm in there. What y'all got going on? Where you from? Where you from? Where you from? You can jump on the screen when this genre fill up. But the topic is in the background. You want to jump on? Bring you up on the panel. Discuss it. This is the topic: money versus morals. Which one's on? People sacrificing their morals for the money. People even know what morals is. We want to talk about it. Definitely want to talk about it. Tap that screen, join, comment where you from. You're in Philly right now. Early live. Catching y'all fresh off work.
I can see them researching all the offerings you can
Tap, tap, tap. Join, follow, we follow back. On the building. Use that comment. Request to come up on the panel. Share, repost. Definitely appreciate it. Tag it, folks. It's good. I see y'all. Repost. Get y'all daily heart. We tap the screen so this live and go out. Morals versus money is the topic. What you gonna do to get to the top? You gonna keep your morals, or is you selling it for the fame and the money? Talk to me. Tap the screen, see y'all following in. Y'all see the topic on the screen. Repost shit alive. Wait, my folks up, tap the screen for me. Repost. Join, get your daily army. Join the panel. What's good, y'all? Tap that screen, thanks for tapping in. I see y'all. Y'all scared to talk about it. y'all want to talk about it? Talk to me. It was a dope conversation. Y'all know we get it down. All respect. Positive vibes. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
watching scary movies. Like, we even poop together. Kate and I decided that we could tie the knot. We got married under a great big oak tree.
What's good? Where you from? Welcome to Philly. What's going on? I mean, I see Chi-Town in the building. How you feel about the topic? If you want to tap in, you can stay in the comments. That's what we doing today. Repost this, John. Tap the screen, join. Appreciate it. Hey, man, we see y'all. I mean, request to get on the panel. I'll bring you up. Salute to everybody in the building. See y'all. That's the topic, baby. You know, I think people still got morals these days. Because it's all about the money. I think people selling their morals for this bread. Or they don't got them to start with. Talk to me. Let me know how y'all feel about the topic. And let me know where you from in the comments. We got Chi-Town in the building. Welcome to Philly. See y'all. Tap that screen. Hope this John get out. Repost it. Request to get on the panel. I'll bring you up. Where you from, Dad? I see you. You coming in and going out. Topic too heavy. Too early. I'm about to give me something to drink for y'all. A little parched. It's hot in Philly. It's over 100 degrees out here. Oh, crazy shit. Tap, y'all. Now, come on with y'all piling. Ain't no need to get on the screen.
Because of that excuse, the first time in my life, I had real.
What's up, y'all? What's poppin', my man? Pop back in. I see you, Ray. You want to come up? Repost this, John. Tap that screen for me. I see y'all, man. How y'all feel about the topic, though? You can request to come up, talk about it. Talk about it in the comments. Appreciate it. My man, way up. We got some things going on. See if you want to come up. My hand is killing me. Turn this joint out, man. Folks everywhere. TV acting weird on the neck. What y'all got going on? Where you from? Let me see. Wanted to come up on this, joint. Looking rough today as always. Alright, let's do that. What's good with y'all? Send that to the thanks for sharing this drink. Some people, man. This joint is red. Yeah. So what up? What you got popping, my guy? What you got going on? I know you said you coming to Philly. Yeah, man. Let me get this TV going. What's up, Queenie? You late? Say, no, you do. What's the topic? You post that John for me. Share it on your stories. Yeah, thanks for the gift. You can't hear me? You found out that's what the issue is. You hear me? Thank you. The internet is slow. You working? You can't come up? RJ popped in. Love and Loyalty popped in earlier. She getting her hair done. This is the topic. Here you come up. What's good? Now I can't hear you though. Oh, you got your John muted.
No, I gotta mute it. You sound like you muffled or something. I don't know.
Just I don't know, man. Like it's my voice today. It don't sound no better. That's why they jumping off. Hold on. What it sound like now? Still nothing.
You sound much better. So what's the topic today we talking about?
Money versus morals. See, what would you do to get to the top? So it's like basically you dig. Feel like people selling their morals to get this money. Do they have morals to even begin with? And do people?
I'm going with morals.
You gonna keep your morals over the money?
Mm-hmm.
So what you not doing for the money that would jeopardize your morals?
I'm not losing my respect because of it.
You got any examples you want to give?
He said example.
Yeah, like any type of example. It ain't gotta be nothing all crazy. Like we just talking right now because I know this right here. Like it ain't got to be focused on one thing. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm just not gonna lose myself in it because not all money is good money to reach to the top and stuff, whatever. So if you choose the money over it, then you choosing over loyalty, honesty, like respect and stuff, whatever. So I'm going with my morals.
That sound about right. That sound about right. You already know where I'm going with it. I got
the money.
No, the money is the easy part. Like, and Yeah, I mean, once you give up your integrity, like you said, that come with your morals, you can't get it back. So like money come and go. You know what I'm talking about? Money is an easy thing. But that's why, like I said, I want to know if people even got morals to begin with. Because if you're doing stuff for money, you ain't got no morals attached to it anyway. You ain't go, yeah, I mean, same way a nigga rob a nigga or murder somebody or whatever. Like, I don't know the terms, but we going to learn with TikTok because I'm going to get my restrictions and all. But when people do certain stuff for money, you can tell what they're about. So, like I say, the money, the easy part, and it come and go. So when you're doing it for slick ways, once it's going, then what? You be doing it again. Salute everybody that's tapping in. Tap in. Let me know where you from in the comments. Yeah, in Philadelphia, we got Queenie on deck. I mean, tap that screen, join, we follow back. Get your daily heartbeat for the day. Get your points up. Level up. I'm talking about level up. Salute everybody that's in the cut. Y'all can get in the comments if y'all want to get on the panel. If you want to get on the panel request, I'll bring you up. But it's invite only. See who that big dog in the building? I'm gonna send him an invite though. I mean, like live. My I know it's always quiet in my background, it's relaxing. So I tried to cut the TV
It's
on.
not at mine. That's why I got it on mute.
The internet is on one, but this is what it is. Ran a little early live. I'm gonna try to do. I never do a joint on Friday.
Well, it's July 4th weekend, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go and stuff, whatever.
Everybody gonna be on their joint.
Who is PDU Chili Dogs? Did he give a speech about it? Which one he picking? Morals or money?
No, I don't know if they in the comments. Hold on, let me see.
Saying it's 3 people.
Right. Oh, that's my OG Mike. You. Like I said, you can get on the panel. I mean, you might want to just take it all in. I only been on this joint for about a half. And you know, we do pop-ups. Thanks for sharing. I see Evan Collins popped in. He might have popped out. Somebody just shared this joint. Thanks for tapping the screen. You talking about morals versus money. I don't know if AI trying to tap in or not. Yeah, I mean, you know how they be lying a lot, but I don't see no AI summary. Yeah, I mean,
So you could pin comments?
yeah. My whole thing, hold up.
I'm never turning my video on. Like, what? It's crazy.
Shut up. Why not? Said I'm never turning my video on.
It's like, what? Morals versus.
This say guest request. All right, let me see if they come up. Try to get the panel up. I'm inviting people up. See you sharing that, John. Good looking. So, what's the importance? Like, where you think all this stuff start from? Because you know, there's a lot of talks right now with what's the chick, Young Miami, right now.
I don't know them folks. Who's your Miami? The one that
It's Snitch or something.
oh, Spinette. Oh,
You like that song?
I'm a little. I guess that makes me ratchet.
Listen, look, we adults. It's adult conversation. Money versus morals. You know what I'm saying? They telling them Jones to go out there and boost. You know what I'm saying? To the point, we had all type of stuff like give me the loot. What's that? What's the other
Hey,
John?
Mr. Clarence.
Ante
Morals
up.
versus
You know
money.
what I'm
Which one are
saying?
you
Like,
choosing?
it's just like you gotta put it in perspective. Like, can't keep blaming stuff on outside sources when you're not talking to these kids when they, you know what I'm saying? They in your crib. They under your supervision. So that's why, like I say, like I like to come with a general topic where we can mix it up without really isolating people and isolating topics, but bring it all in a full circle. Because it ain't just the entertainment as far as the hip hop industry that make you compromise your integrity. You dig? So I see you got Clarence. Hey, what's poppin', my guy? Where you from? You got unmute your mic and tab in on the topic if you want.
Well, yeah. Okay, which one I'm choosing? I'm choosing morals because you could always make money.
Thanks. Then I just say that.
I mean,
Money come and
because
go.
let's be realistic here. If money is if people say money is the root of all evil, so stick to your morals.
Facts. Got a rebuttal. You agree with that, Queenie?
I said that.
We conversating. He wasn't.
And also, like I tell people, like when you're on the left, you can't take your money with you.
Where you from, my guy?
I'm in New York,
All right, what part of New York you from?
Brooklyn.
Shout out to BK. I got folks out BK. Yeah, Brooklyn showed me a lot of love. I love Brooklyn.
Every time I hear something about Brooklyn, I start singing Biggie songs.
Listen, it's funny. They say Philly and Brooklyn is like similar as far as NY concerned. Like we a lot of like different than the other boroughs like Queens and stuff like that and Harlem. They say we more relatable. And I'm cool with a lot of people from BK. Yeah,
I
we
mean,
was
I'm
on the
cool with
same.
all the boroughs. It's that everything I hear about them, I go find out that what people say is not always the truth.
Facts. You gotta find out for yourself. Definitely gotta find out for yourself, bro. And
Because when
Brooklyn
people
ain't no
talk
walk
about
in the
certain
park.
boroughs, they stuck on the past. Like
Right.
what happens in the past is not what's going to happen now.
Still go get me a dinner after work.
So what's good? We got Royal Treats in the building. Where you from?
Virginia.
Okay, we got VA, Brooklyn in the building, Philly. How you feel about the topic?
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
How you feel about the topic? Money versus moral.
I feel like I'm new here, so I'm just I just joined, so I'm just new to this here right here.
Okay, as far as the
Trying to see
line.
what's going on.
So which one would you be choosing, morals or money?
I would have to say morals because you have to have morals before you get to the money.
Right.
Yep.
You got any examples? Because like Queenie was giving up certain examples of like, is there anything specific? It don't gotta be nothing crazy that you wouldn't compromise as far as your morals and integrity for money.
No. Um hmm.
It don't gotta be nothing crazy.
No. um no, I'll have to stick to my morals before the money.
All right.
That's just me.
Because like one of my examples, like, and I said I was gonna come on when it fill up a little bit, but like I'm not going like how I try to do my platform. I don't like it to be drama based. We adults. We don't got yell, scream, and cuss at each other if we disagreeing. So like I'm not
Correct.
going to come on TikTok to get money by being a buffoon or a fool, enticing drama. Yeah, I mean, I love to see when women can get on the
Mm-hmm.
panel and get along with each other, conversate. Same thing with the men. So, like, with our community, as
Mm-hmm.
far as our race is concerned, like, just showing that side that people keep saying that we're not capable of. So, even like with the mental health issues and resources that we try to provide, like through Queenie and other people on the platform when we bringing up certain topics, it's just so, like I say, as an example. So that's just like one of my examples that's not too extreme. Like saying I wouldn't get naked for money, which most people know. Like I ain't
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, that is true.
so like I say, just try to have a adult dialogue and conversation. So we got examples for our children to go back on. A lot of people they kids can catch the lives and the live streams and things like that. So like just different things that, like I say, when it comes to your morals and making the money on this platform specifically, like trying to balance it out. So I feel like this is a good way to do it and give an opportunity for people to be balanced. Because there's some people that, like, I was just even saying, do they even have morals to begin with? So if they don't have morals to begin with,
Right.
whatever they doing for the money is not compromising. You feel what I'm saying? So, thank you for tapping that. You can reshare this, repost it, stay on the panel with us, and we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. Try to get some better in-depth conversations. Salute the Mo that just joined. Everybody tap the screen, get your daily heart for the day. I'm gonna drop off the screen for a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, like
Okay.
all positive vibes over here.
And that's what I like. I like positive vibes.
Right.
That's all that matters. I don't like that drama mess, and I'm too old for that.
Right.
So
I know you're never supposed to ask, but how old are you?
I just turned 41 on the 29th
Oh, happy
of
belated
June.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank
We
you.
got Mo on
And
the
I'm
panel.
very proud of my age. So asking you fine to even ask. I'm gonna be straight up and
I
honest
know
with
you're
you.
never supposed to ask someone how old they are.
But you did it though. You the female on the panel. See? How you doing, Mo? Where you from?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
how you
fine with
doing?
that.
Where you from?
757.
757. I'm from 215, but where's 757 at?
Virginia. I knew you was gonna say that, Virginia.
Okay, so we got two Virginia folks on the panel. I'm from Philly. Queenie, you can disclose that information. I'm learning how to allow people to do
Fully.
that. Keep their anonymity and all that. So how you feel about the topic, Mo?
What is this topic? Let me see. What would you do this? What would you do to get to the top?
Just is it like morals versus money? Like what you put in first?
I say morals.
All right, so
Some things ain't all about money.
right. So is there any examples of some things you wouldn't do to compromise your integrity and your morals? Don't gotta be
Mm,
crazy.
you say what?
Don't gotta be extreme. It could be something simple.
Let me see.
That's where I want you to help me out, Queenie. You could have some good examples too. That ain't crazy.
I know I should have been paying attention to what you was going live on. Hold on, I'm about to ask a couple questions.
I appreciate everybody that tapped in. Y'all can tap the screen, get y'all daily heart me so y'all can level up.
And this wasn't even what you had even sent over to me in the first place.
Right, we building it up. You gotta
That's
build it up. Like this is an old flyer. You dig what I'm saying? Like we having some good topics for them. It seems like we always get different people in the room that, like I say, when we start focusing on Major Jones, like the big one I want to get into, we ain't ready for that one yet. Okay,
How
I got
often
my man
are you online?
Zay Chino. He said he'll never sell his soul for paper in the comments. Let me see if he want to come up and talk about it. But yeah, like
I'm big on like respect, especially integrity and all of that stuff. Like you respect me, we good.
that Cause like I say, with the entertainment thing we was talking about, cause what's her name, Young Miami, she in the algorithm right now because of that song. So like,
Hmm.
not just blaming entertainment, cause morals start at home, right?
That's
So it's
right.
like
Right.
if you letting your
Mm-hmm.
kids listen to that song, at least be talking to them about what not to do and the consequences behind it. Cause it was a mother that just got arrested with her daughter,
I
and that's
saw
what they
that.
do. And they was playing the song like, where's though like the common sense? Like, come on, man. Like at the end of the day, she probably I ain't gonna say because her daughter she don't look like she had no kids, but she old enough to be somebody's grandmother, so you know better.
So do you want me to start like getting like asking questions or whatever?
Yeah, you can. Like I said, you co-hosted with me, right? Like, what's your view? What's your perspective? I don't know if she can hear me. I think she might have got a phone call. What's up, Queen Keys? Thanks for the heart, me.
So what's one of the things that you guys would never do for money?
I wouldn't sell my soul.
Mm-mm. Me neither. Never gonna do that.
I wouldn't belittle myself for nobody.
Just joint. So
So
what's
is being
something?
so is
Go
being
ahead. No.
respected more than hold on. You about to say something?
No, go ahead. Go ahead with your question. You got it.
Being respected more hold on, what
You ain't write it down. uh,
being respected more valuable than being rich. I'm sorry guys.
Repeat the question again.
all right, she was asking, do you think is more important to be respected or being rich?
I think being respected
Right.
is more important than being rich. Like most said, money isn't everything. At the end of the day, you have to have your morals set in place and you have to have respect before getting to money or even getting money.
Mhm.
And I agree to that.
And
It's
happiness
not
matters
everything
too.
that's why I was saying earlier, not all money is good money. I'm serious. Like it's all about your peace, protecting your peace and never sell yourself out. Short, not for no
Like you
money.
said, happiness matters too.
Facts.
You can have all the
We
money
got.
in the world, but you're not happy.
I see. We got the 12 in the building. Where you from, bro?
That's
Yo,
what's up.
29 from New York.
All right. What part of New York you from?
I'm from Staten Island.
That's what's up. BK just slid through. How you feel about the topic for today?
Morals versus money. What would you do to get to the top? I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of situations change a lot of people's morals. I see it every day.
Facts. So how you feel about it? Like, what some of the things you wouldn't do as far as
I wouldn't do no.
jeopardizing
Yeah, I wouldn't really do no alphabet community stuff to get money.
further?
That's one. That's just me though, personally. I wouldn't slime out my family. I fuck with my family heavy. I wouldn't do nothing like that. But I would do a lot of evil shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Explain why. Though. Yeah, I mean, because we from the inner city. Explain why.
I just came. I'm 2 months home, bro. I just came home from prison for money. I mean,
Right.
that's not a lot of people.
We try to keep you home though, bro. Like it's ways to get money, you know what I'm saying, and be home getting that money, bro.
That's a fact.
And trust me, I got folks out BK and all that. Like that's what we on. Like I said, like this joint is positive vibes over here. Ain't nobody judging you, you know what I'm saying? I respect the fact that you keeping it real. Like how old is you?
29.
All right, I'm 40. I'll be 43 in a few days.
And I was
So, you
just
know what I'm
about to
saying?
ask that next question too. The next question, what he said was, hold on, is there any amount of money that will make you betray someone you love?
That's a
Depends
good
who I
question.
love. Depends who it is.
Hold on, you said I almost choked on my cookie. You said what?
I said depend who I love.
It could be family, friends.
If it's family, that's a nah. I can never slime my family, but I mean, anybody else kind of can get it.
So what is it really? What did it come from though? Like, is it more like a need to have stuff that you feel like you need, or is it more like because you want things?
I mean, in the situation I'm in now, yeah. When I was back rich, probably not. It all depends on my situation. That's what, like I said, a lot of people say shit until they put into a situation. A lot of people say shit until you hungry, until your kids is like, you can't take care of your kids, until you living in your pop's basement
Right,
or with your mom in the peas. All that shit change when you not
right,
comfortable. I promise you that.
right.
A lot of people
Yeah,
morals don't stick. A lot of people principles don't stick. Some people say I will never slap my mother, and then they be in a situation where they gotta slap their mama. They slapping their mama. I promise you that, bro. I seen it. I done seen the most toughest gangster. I don't care what label you want to put on somebody. I'm not even saying gangsters. It doesn't apply to gangsters only. The most
right.
loyal people switch up in that courtroom when they facing all that time. I done see people switch up when that lick comes. It happens all the time. Situations and opportunities changes people, principles and values. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Keeping it
Facts.
up.
But see,
That's
that's
real
what we
talk.
need. This real conversation. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Expressing yourself so we can, you know what I mean, start getting to some solutions because there's always a solution behind it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of morals start from the crib. So if you don't have morals to begin with, when it come to getting this money, if you don't understand what you're doing is wrong to get to it, like you said, man, it depends on them circumstances. So it's like, look, I gotta feed my baby. I gotta
Mhm.
pay my bills. And if you don't know other ways or alternatives to get to it, that's what you going to do. So like that's why we saying because that's more of a situation where I don't feel like your morals is really challenged because
Mhm.
sometimes, like you said, you put your morals to the side because of your necessity. But
Right.
we gonna get into it, man. Like I appreciate you tapping in, bro.
I got you.
And that was a good question, Queenie. Like yeah, like keep going.
Oh, actually, I'll just yeah, I'll just slip out. Let me think. Let me ponder on it real quick.
Can you rebuild trust after sacrificing your morals?
You rebuild trust.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the situation. Some people, it depends how the person takes it. Some people are really what's the word I'm looking for? Hold grudges for a really long time. Some people are very forgiving. So it just depends. Some people
And it
are very
depends. I
forgiving.
think on the level of betrayal. You feel what I'm saying? Like betrayal, it cut deep. So you know what I mean? Like depending on what the person might have did to compromise their morals, sometimes you can't get it back. That's why it's real important. Like what we talking about, is money even worth sacrificing your morals?
Right. I agree. That's what I said. Depends on the person, depends on the situation. But think about how much men or women cheat on their spouse, and that's like their what they will claim is their boundary, but they still take them back. Or how much people get physically or verbally abused, and they still take that person back. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
people move their boundaries all the time. So it's like people say this is my morals and principles, but who are the people that really stand on their morals and principles, no matter what? That's
Right.
kind of
That's
like where I'm
true.
at. Am I lying? How
I
much
know
times you say,
for
I'll
me,
never let a man do this to me, or I'll never let a woman do this to me, or I'll never let a NIGGA do this to me, or a BITCA do this to me, and they do it to you, and then you let it rock. You let
Right.
it rock.
that's true. That's definitely true. I know with me, it just take one time for you to lie to me, and then I don't trust you no more. That's just me. I don't care how big or how small the lie is, because if you do one small lie, now you got to keep lying and keep lying to make up for the last lie that you had did. And then especially if I find out, then I'm definitely not going to trust you anymore. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be spouse, it could be anybody. I'm just not going to trust you anymore.
Right. We call them
And it's
healthy
up to
boundaries.
me. Hmm.
I said we call those healthy boundaries.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, we all lie from time to time, but I just can't take. I would just say I can't take stupid lies, or that I know that you're lying. I don't like stuff like that.
You answered
Mm-mm.
my question. I was just about to ask you too. I was gonna say you don't think there's a such thing as a healthy lie, but you answered it.
Yeah.
Think about it, yo. How much people be like, all right, so say there's a situation. where you don't have to lie, but it benefits you to lie, and the lie doesn't do too much damage. A lot of people just lie just to benefit themselves. So they do be healthy lies, and the truth in that moment is not gonna help you out.
Yeah,
A lot of people lie.
that's
You know,
true.
like people lie to get out of something, dog. So it got to be something there.
Gotta say, get into something.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
That's the twist. We not perfect people, so like that's why we
Right.
gotta have healthy boundaries and limitations. So it's like, even though I'm not perfect, if you know I'm not going to sacrifice my morals, I'm somebody that you can trust to be around. You dig what I'm saying? So
Correct.
Sometimes you lie just to get a job. Oh yeah, I can do that. You don't know what you're doing,
right,
but you get there and you learn it quick.
facts.
There's healthy lies. There's healthy lies.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
So how you feeling, Mo?
I don't know. I
Be
I,
honest. That's what we here for. Be honest.
see. I don't know. I got a Karen heart. I think that's where I mess up at.
Mm.
So I forgive real easily.
See, told y'all. So it
So
depends
you
who you
got a
do it
hard
to.
time setting them boundaries. It's
You
hard for
say
you to
what?
set your boundaries. It's hard for you to set and enforce your boundaries.
I mean, if I'm mad, then no. But other than that, I don't know.
You letting a
I
lot go.
I don't. It
Is
takes
an ice
time.
skating rink
It
over
takes
there? Like
time. It really takes time. If somebody lie,
you
you
got
know,
patience. I
for
give you
me to
that. You
get
got
back
patience.
cool with them, it actually takes time for us to build a relationship again.
Okay.
I ain't just kick them to the curb on the first try, Marquita.
I'm gonna kick him on the. I'm gonna kick them on the curb. I'm sorry, and that's just the way it is. No, because if you've been through stuff, and all you hear is just lies, it's gonna be hard for you to trust the next person. Or like I
Yeah,
said, it could be
it's
family,
true.
friends, relationships, or whatever. It could be hard. I mean, like I said, we all lie from time to time, but I don't like a stupid lie. If that makes sense.
Right.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
So what would be an instance where the moral goes over the money for y'all?
You
Say
say what
like,
happened?
so what's the instance where the moral goes over the money for y'all? So say like there's 100 and say let's say there's $250,000 on the table, but it
There's a
breaks.
price amount for you.
Somebody playing a game or something.
I don't know. It sounds like something got sent. I'm out here
Yeah.
sending invites.
So somebody at the casino. Okay,
Well,
say it again. What you say?
let me ask it like this: like, what are some of y'all morals and principles y'all live by? And I'll start there.
Loyalty, honesty.
Trust. You're right.
Okay. Give me something.
Loyalty, definitely a big one.
Yeah, give me something a little bit more deeper to work with, so I can get like a scenario.
I see you, Queen Rose. Salute. You could tap in as money versus morals. What would you do to get to the top? And we just discussing the topics around morals and money. So thanks for tapping in. Always supporting.
I'll work with y'all. So loyalty, right? So you got a best friend, right? And you got a let me see the scenario. Let me see the scenario. I gotta make it realistic. Boom. Say you got a best friend, right? And you get an offer, a real offer for like 20,000, but you can't talk to your best friend for a year. That's unsimple.
You say
That's
20,000.
light. Yeah,
20,000 is
that's
Yes,
not
light
that
because we
good.
can
No
bust
amount of
that's
that
light.
money.
down.
That's light. That's light. That's light. I didn't even go crazy.
We
That
can
was
bust
No
that
amount of money
down. You
does
know what I
not make
mean?
me
Like,
talk to
look,
my best friend.
Exactly.
what? Look, 20 grand for
I don't
365
care if
days,
it
and
was
y'all
5
both
million.
y'all
Like,
both going to get 10 grand,
no,
and y'all, I mean, you had
That ain't
somebody checking
nothing.
them. You gotta know how to bend the rules.
it's
That
not
was
always.
light.
It's not always about the money. All money is not good money. At the end of the day,
All right, so he went light. I'm gonna get a little bit
I
more
was super
drastic
light because
without
I
being
try to make it.
extreme.
Know what I mean? At least
Right.
a
Yeah, so
little.
we could get a concept of where you going with it. So,
Yeah.
all right, for instance, let's just say a person you going through a hard time, right? Because now we can make it a little bit realistic without being extreme. You going through a real hard time, right? You with this person that you with, they struggling with you. You know what I'm saying? And this person that you know got it like that just so happened to pop up in your life. You know what I'm saying? And you know them, they got it. They don't know your situation. So now you got an opportunity to take advantage of this person because they don't know what's going on so you can get back. You dig what I'm saying? So would you compromise your situation because they don't know what's going on, or keep your loyalty and be like, look, I got a situation and go through the struggle?
Keep my loyalty. Like what?
All right. That's
What's
where
up?
we going with this. It sound easy.
In my situation right
It
now,
is.
it's selling
It is
out.
easy. Just like that, y'all just selling yourself out. Like
It depends on my
that's why I
situation
say I'm
right
big
now.
on loyalty.
I appreciate that. I see saved are you. Where you from? You could put it in the comments. You could come up if you want. But something like that. Like I understand, like it's easy to keep your integrity, but you got people that, like I say, what if they going through something at the time? Because that's another thing with social media, the DMs options being open. You going through a little situation at the time, like y'all might not even be getting along. This nigga try and wine and dine you. He from your past, and you still might got feelings for him. You know what I'm saying? And that was an opportune time. Like you ain't gonna think about it. You
Like
gonna
I
No,
hold
because
said,
at
on.
the end of the day, it's either you doing your morals or you doing the money. So it's like either or. You can't do both. So
yeah, not in that situation. Me in that situation, as of right now, where I stand right now, yeah, we out. We out, gangster. But if I was 30 like before, nah, you out of here. But sometimes you gotta get up to. Sometimes you gotta put yourself first
And
and
see,
put
this a
someone else
man
behind.
saying that though. You peep that, like, because that's all we want is just honesty. Because like you will put a female in that perspective, and that's a good thing too. Because most people stereotype.
She
Because
don't
you
speak
being
for
a
all
female, you
females, and I don't
said
speak
that
for all
you
men.
right
Yeah, but
exactly. You speaking for
I don't speak for
yourself.
all men, and she don't speak for all women. I mean, let me call them females,
Facts,
women. Yeah,
facts.
I just mean as
I
an
mean,
individual.
right. So like I said, that open dialogue. So I mean, you can be honest without no judgment. Like just try to get to some facts. So I see we got Z in the building. Where you from, Z?
What's up? What's up? From Georgia.
All right, what's up? We got Georgia in the building, VA in the building, New York in the building, Philly in the building. So how you feel about the topic tonight?
Hey, shout out to all y'all. But
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm
Follow you, bro.
definitely not bending over or sucking no sack to get anything.
I heard that, man. Like, so is it anything? Because now we going to switch the vibes a little bit. The room filling up, and we've been here for a little minute. Is it anything that you, for a certain amount of money, you would do? Like, you know what I mean? If the price is right, with some things you may compromise your morals for.
For sure. If it only entails of me saving somebody, that's it.
Okay, I heard that. So somebody like who though? How close to you?
They ain't even gotta be that close. Just if they deserve it, I ain't saving them. But if I know they're a good person and they deserve it, I'm definitely doing it.
All right, that's what's up. So how you feel about that, Queenie?
I agree with him.
All right, so it ain't no. What about you, Royal Treats? Ain't a number somebody could give you to sacrifice nothing. Like it ain't nothing that like you would take. Like all right, 2 million.
I'm not sacrificing anything. I don't. I'm not sacrificing nothing. Nah, I'm not sacrificing anything.
All right, Mo. What about you? What's up? 2 million.
So, so my key to my best friend. So, no, I'm joking. Royal treats.
Oh, hush up, girl.
Nah, nah, but I wouldn't sacrifice. Nah, no amount of money. Mm-mm.
All right, because the 12, he kept it early. Like earlier, he was like, listen, depends on who it is. So like, I hope
Yeah.
you ain't had no beef in the past with my guy. And they be like, look, we got 2 million.
It don't even gotta be beef, my nigga. Facts. It ain't even gotta be.
You see how that worked? You know what I mean? 100
Look,
bang.
if we had a button right now and they say, yo, push this button, analyze somebody randomly on Earth for 5 million, I'm pressing the button. I promise.
Jesus, reckless.
Hey, yeah, that's a different story right there.
Oh, see?
I pressed that button so fast.
That's the topic for the night, y'all. It's money versus morals. Anybody want to come? I mean, request. invite y'all up on the panel.
Now, I will say, I would have took that money before I jumped out the porch for real.
See how that work?
So he would have what?
Before I
That
jumped out the
paper.
porch, I would have took that money for sure.
So like how cause you know, all right, Young Miami, she in the algorithm right now. How you feel like that song is affecting the youth as far as like how important they think it is to put their morals? Because once you label the thief and you got that record on your jacket, it's hard to get a job. It's hard to move around in society. People don't trust you in their cribs. Like you seen the mother and the daughter, they put them on blast after they got jammed up for, playing a song after they went out and grabbed some bags. So like, how you feel like that song, what's it called? Spin That, is affecting these kids right now.
Yeah, but it's crazy. They've been doing that for like a year or so, like taking bags and stuff, and they just so happen to get caught when they posted it.
Right. I kind of feel like like the way mind control work with these people. Like once you get too comfortable with something, like they got you to that point. They like, look, y'all running in these joints and y'all taking stuff anyway. So we gonna make a song so y'all can think it's cool enough to tell on yourself.
Right.
Because that was like I said, that's a grandmother. Common sense is common. Like you supposed to be telling her, look, don't let nobody know what you doing. Like if that's what you into, like it wasn't
keep working
cool
for the CIA.
like, it was a way to do stuff. You can talk, bro. I hear you.
I was just saying, my bad for cutting you off, but yeah, they low key be working with the CIA.
Right. One of my guys said that last night, man. Like it's all a trap.
Facts. If they take you out the game, they ain't got nothing to worry about.
So we were talking about it earlier, like the fact that since the morals ain't the foundation, whatever they doing to get to the money, they not looking at it like they doing that wrong. And the reality is us as parents being 40 plus, things like that, we gotta give them things like this to think about. You dig what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, bro. It's hard for me to judge somebody, bro. It really is because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of dancers. Right, I was really in the strip club a lot heavy. A lot of dancers gotta. I ain't gonna say they gotta, but they feel like they gotta do that to get ahead in life. Rather pay for school. This is what paying their bill immediately. This is making enough money where they're comfortable. At the same time, they got free times with their kids. Whatever their reasons are, but that in society is looked at as the lowest of the low is dancing and Smex Life and OnlyFans and stuff like that. But I scam. I know other people that sell drugs. I know other people. I mean, I do mad other stuff. So it's like, who's to say right is wrong and wrong is right? I know it's illegal versus illegal, but morals is subjective and perspective.
Facts. That's true.
Word. The only thing you can't argue is the law, because the law is the law. But as far as saying this is right or wrong, that's subjective.
Facts. There were never really no rules to their joint anyway.
Never.
My bad. I got a phone call, y'all.
Oh, you ain't hear nothing I said, did you?
No, I just came back. My fault.
I said people that work Smex Life and club life, nightlife, and stuff like that, in society, that is the low of the low. That's what I was saying. I said, in my opinion, I went to prison for scamming. I was in there with murderers, rapists. I was in there with robbers. I was in there with mad people, bro. So on one category, I could be the worst person, and this person could be the worst person. That wrong. Who's to say wrong is wrong, right is right? I just believe in legal or illegal, but I can't say you doing something wrong, and you can't say I'm doing something right, because it's all subjective and perspective. We can just argue illegal and legal.
Yeah, and truthfully, don't nobody know what the fuck they doing.
Oh God.
All right, we got my guy. Right now, it's just popping up and say, handsome fly poet, what's popping, my guy? Where you from? How you feel about the topic?
How you doing, brother?
Everything good? Where you from?
From GA.
All right, that's what's up. We got somebody else, my man Z, he from GA. We got Mo and Royal, they from Virginia. My guy, the 12, he from NYC. So yeah, I mean, we talk about money versus morals. That's the topic for the night. How you feel about it?
You said the topic is money.
is morals versus money.
What ways are you do you explain the question?
All right, so the question is you going to put your morals over money, or is you choosing money over your morals? What's more important
So
to you?
it's like, are you choosing morals to get to the top or money to get to the top? What are you willing? Which one you willing to pick to get to the top? Morals or money?
Well, that's easy. Morals.
All right, facts. So what's some things you wouldn't do to compromise your morals if it was offered to you?
Well, radio, the song who get deals, record deals, or whatever the case may be, in exchange for you giving head. I'm not doing that. Not letting you get on my knees and hitting that peck of wood, if you will, just to get a deal.
Facts.
Anything that's of sexual obligations, no. I'm not going to sacrifice the one that made me just to have money.
Is there any amount of money that will make you switch up that stance? Like there's no amount of money that can change the stance?
There's no money in this world. I don't care you offer it. And the thing is, you don't own this world.
Right.
The person who created it owns it. So if anybody can offer me anything, it'd be the person who created this world to begin with. And even then, I don't want nothing.
Exactly, handsome. So that just proved that we can't trust two people already.
We don't trust two people.
Let's give. I said thank you for the answer, because that means that we don't trust two people so far on this panel already and stuff. That when this world end, what they would do for money.
You silly.
Don't trust them.
Well, one of them dropped down. You feel me?
You is the other one.
There was somebody on earlier. They was keeping it real about how it was a price that, depending on the person and the amount of money, they might be willing to sacrifice their morals.
They ain't me. I ain't got to lie about it. I ain't got to lie about it neither.
All right, Queenie, what was that other question you had? It was a good question that you came up with.
Hold on, let me see. I'm scared that y'all might try to steal my phone at this point. I'm serious. So what? So it's an echo. Somebody gotta probably mute.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
So you saying you don't trust me? Is that what you're saying?
So the question is, why is... You said what?
I said you don't trust me. Is that what you saying?
You said, do I trust you?
You said it was two people on this panel. You don't trust. I just got.
Yeah, I was talking about radio and the person that dropped down.
Oh,
I ain't say it was an amount of money.
I don't know. I felt like that you agreed, so I'm serious. I'm like, woo, that is crazy.
Always try to put me on blast, like you're talking about your bag, like.
So the next one.
I thought it was a reference towards me, because I just got here.
Oh no, I said that. No, you keeping your morals. I'm serious. The next question was
for the panel. She always keeping something going.
So the next one was, why some people think winning at all costs is worth it.
Who you want to answer that first?
No, you can answer it.
All right. Well, ask the question again.
Why some people think winning at all costs is worth it.
Because they probably never had that, or they probably never had what they're trying to accomplish. Like that amount of money, that amount of fame, that amount of success. If they never had it before, they might feel like just so they could get there for that moment. Because you ever see the people that right after a robbery, they post it, and then it'd be like, you knew you was going to go to jail, so what you just wanted to be able to show you had the money for a moment, because you're not even going to be able to do nothing with the money. So, like, that part. Do me a favor, everybody. If you're not on, just mute your mic so we don't have an echo on the playback. I'm
I
gonna
was just about to
repost
say it's
it.
definitely. I didn't want to cut you off. It's definitely an echo.
All right, yeah. So, I mean,
Cancel. You may have to. Oh, now you were saying what?
hold on one second.
Want to go next to answer the question?
I'll go next. You know how you come to do an interview. I thought you were doing poetry in here, but
No, bro, it's all good. I mean, like we just on an open topic panel tonight. I'm talking about, but I do got folks
no,
that's what
just
they do. I'm gonna link you because I'm following you. I'm talking about, but they do. I don't know what day it is, but they got a poetry joint that they do like weekly. But I mean, we just vibing out, networking, connecting, giving our views on the topic for the night.
I haven't been on here in a minute, so I don't know who's who anymore, and I have been enjoying my retirement from this, so I haven't really kept on what's going on. And to answer the question, when I hear winning at all costs, some people may take this the wrong way, but I hear greed in that somewhere. You're willing to sacrifice yourself, maybe another human being,
No, for real. That was wild.
to get what you want. Some you don't really even need.
You die at the end of the day. You're not going to be able to spend it or anything, and not all money is good money at the end of the day. So I can't afford to sacrifice anybody because I wouldn't want them to do it to me. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me, to be honest.
And I never would sacrifice anybody. I don't have it. I don't. If anything, you want to win it all cost. Win it trying to have your soul intact before you leave here. Try to win it there. And versus a competition or where the case may be. Because I wasn't put on this earth to be of the world. I just was put to be in it. I'm not of it. You got too many walking around here, man. Like I was listening to, y'all remember Michael Jordan back in the day. To the newer generation, they just know him for the shoes. But to the ones who old enough to know better, they remember him playing ball. And he had a mentality of winning at all costs. He didn't care how he talked to his teammates. He didn't care if he abused them. He just wanted to win at all costs. He had a winning mindset. And there's nothing wrong with having a winning mindset. Don't think that it's got this squeaky clean, especially Jigga. Ain't no telling what he was doing behind the scenes. And and you can tell what power sources behind them, cause who's pushing them out. And I just want to say this here. I don't know who nominated him to be the greatest of all time. I wasn't in that vote. They didn't ask me that question. That I think he's the greatest. I don't view him as that. I don't think any of his songs, to be honest with you, especially where I'm from, I ain't never heard that man's song played down here other than New York, with Alicia Keys. And they barely played that hit. So with that being said, all I heard was Southern music on there. Boosie and them, all that. Never heard that man's music played not one time. But how the hell he is the greatest of all time? I've heard Tupac's music over him.
What's up,
Miss
Radio?
T, how you doing? Hey, I see you.
on,
Thank
sir?
you for tapping in. How you feel about the topic? It's the topic for the night: money versus morals. Like, would you sacrifice your morals for money?
Will I sacrifice who?
Your morals for money?
Nope.
All right. So, for example, like, what's some things that you would never do?
The things that I would never do.
Right.
I would never hurt my kids for once.
I know that's right. That's one of the best answers I heard all night. I love that one. So, Queenie, you was asking, what was the question you had about evil? Like, is it an amount of evil that you would commit for an amount of money? Something like that.
Hold on.
You going back to your notes? My bad. I know you got a lot of questions. Thank everybody for tapping in. Let them know where you from too, Miss T. I mean, we got Georgia, VA.
No, I'm from Chicago.
Okay, now we got Chi-Town in the building. Miss Holy Spirit. You can tell us your whole name and say Holy Spirit Active, I believe it is. You can tell us where you from and how you feel about the topic.
My screen name is Holy Spirit Activate, but you can call me Melissa.
Okay, Miss
What is it?
Where you from?
I'm from the DMV.
Heard that.
Yeah, as far as the topic, I think it's a wonderful conversation piece. I think that we need to talk about this more because, I think that, what is it? Morals is a left behind language, to say it eloquently. Money, power, success has been the thing that dominates a lot of our generation and the generations that have came before us, which has kind of led us into the place that we are right now. I was listening to the gentleman below me, though, where he was saying all money is not good money. And I believe the question at hand was, what would lead a person to compromise their morals? And the simple answer is desperation.
Right.
I know people don't like that answer because they don't like what goes with it, but it's very much what it is. A person is desperate enough where they feel like any regular answer or option is not going to work. So they feel like they have to somehow shortcut it in order to get that thing. And that's usually led by, the mentality of fear, guilt, and shame. Because without that thing, they feel less than.
Well, I'm hearing exactly where you coming from because you hitting it on the head. I'm gonna let you keep going too because you going there.
Well, and the sad part about it is that we live in a state of denial where we have to puff ourselves up to sit there and overlook those things because we're not actually uncomfortable within ourselves seeing the broken and or lacking pieces in us. So we operate in a way that basically justifies our thinking to make us feel good about ourselves when we're doing these things, when we're sacrificing our morals. Because your morals are basically your belief systems. So the things that govern your thoughts, your actions, and how it is that you show up in everyday society, in your families, your communities, any walk of life. So what you're struggling with is your belief systems. And a lot of them have been negotiated, unfortunately. And we have to really ask ourselves, because, I was talking about this, I want to say a couple weeks ago. I asked this question: when did integrity become situational? We have now re-narrated integrity when integrity itself means wholeness, completeness, without flaw and blemish. So it's not a here and there thing. It is complete without imperfection. But everybody want to be solid until it's time to get solid. And then they have a reason why it is that they can't be it for whatever reason. And that's where the situational thing comes in. And I'll land there because I don't want to dominate.
No, it's open discussion. That's what we talking about. Like, we getting a lot of different perspectives and views, and that's why, like I was saying, when you talking about money and morals, you could go a lot of different ways. Like when we put, what would you do to get to the top? Because even with, like, as far as the entertainment community concerned and things like that, the song "Spin That" is what's popping right now, and we talked about how, you know, it's nothing new, and the kids been doing it, but how viral things is going to where as though even like parents and grandparents is getting caught up and being involved in it. So, like, I appreciate your point of view because the morals come from their home. So, without, like you
Yeah,
said, that
it does.
foundation of the morals, you don't
It
even
also
know
comes
better. You out here just doing it.
it comes from other places too. And the thing is
Right
that
back
I
to her.
think that
Right.
we as a people have not come to understand that how we deceive our own selves. You have to understand the only currency is not money. Okay? There are far things that are much precious that you can never get back, like time, your health, things of that
Yes.
nature. So when we're talking about compromising, understanding the short-term temporary gratification is going to come with a cost. The question is, can you pay that check when it gets there?
Right.
You should have been here early. I'm serious because I had to just, I don't know.
But no, that's why we here. Like I said, it's a dope conversation and dialogue because you want people to feel comfortable speaking their truth and coming from their perspective because this is an open topic. Like, it ain't like a right or wrong answer, but you get to see where people coming from, why they feel like that, and why some people may put morals to the side for money, and why people know that money is not the end all be all. And if you got your morals, you can have money and your morals at the same time.
The one thing that my grandfather told me, and it will always stick with me, he told me, basically the question was, what is the one thing you spend a lifetime working for, but you can lose it in a second? And the answer is your reputation. Because at the end of the day, he told me, he was speaking from a man's point of view, but he said, at the end of the day, all a man has is his word. If he doesn't have his word, he doesn't have nothing. But that goes back to morals. And when you have these conversations with other people, you have to understand that, the priorities and the values in our life may not be the same things that were brought up in your household. But it's interesting to hear the mindsets as far as how they were created and they got to that point, and even where they're going.
Definitely.
One of the questions they had asked earlier, Holy Spirit, basically is that would you, what it was said about it, that would you sacrifice like your best friend for would you stop speaking for, I forgot what they were
Yeah, would you
saying in the
stop?
video.
No, he said, would you stop speaking to your best friend for a year for $20,000?
No. What is money over a relationship?
Yes. Thank you.
I would
See,
think
that's
that
where,
when people go and pick out the people that they choose to be in close proximity to them, understanding proximity is power. It's also access and vulnerability. So you're not just bringing anybody into your house and giving them access to you and the vulnerable things of you, but that's a person that has demonstrated character that is worthy of that position. So why would you, in a world that is so treacherous and we're literally living in perilous times, choose $20,000 for a person that you might never ever come across again?
Exactly. That's why I always say all money is never good money at the end of the day. Like, you just selling yourself out. There's no money that can match for me not speaking to my best friend ever in history. I'm so serious. Like, because after everything is said and done, what are you gaining out of it? You're still gonna be miserable as hell with all that money. Now they don't even want to talk to you. So it's just like that you just lost for nothing. You sold yourself out.
So yeah, we
you
got
took yourself out of your own
Black,
sleep.
and he was
But
saying that. Well, no, that, I don't know if there's a female. Who? All right, we just brought him up. Black, not black, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's a female. So you said you would sell him what? You gonna give him half of the money?
Not half, nah. But
Damn, not even.
okay, listen, because why it gotta be half?
See, now
I
I
give half to
said
my
half because
mom.
then it would have been agreed. That's my homie. Like it ain't even no beef. It's like, look, we not going to talk for this year, but I'm gonna give you 10 grand. I'm gonna get 10 grand. That's gonna help us out if we come across any issues. We up at the end of the
But
year.
see,
We
10
going. I
grand ain't
mean,
half. You said like 26,000.
no, 20 grand,
Oh,
20,000.
okay. Yeah, I would give them. Mm,
Damn, she don't even know. See, like it's
But why
funny
are you
because
willing to take the money to not speak with them for a year?
because what's it called? Like a year is not a long time. It really
that's
ain't.
how,
And
especially if it's
t-
understood.
yeah, and I mean, what's it called? Especially it's like if they think I just ghosted them out of nowhere. Because I'm assuming that's probably what's gonna end up happening. A year, I could just be like, "Hey, yo, I did ghost you, but it was for a cause, right?" I
See
feel like they
everybody
would be down
perspective.
with it, especially because the most of the money that I would take, I would reimburse it to. I mean, I would redistribute it to something. So, like I said, I would give some to my mom. I would.
But it's
Um,
20,000. So how much are you giving to your mom? That's where I'm kind of confused.
honestly, I would
It's 20,000.
give.
20,000 is not a lot at all.
It's
You
not. I would
sound
give
young too.
her
Like you gotta give
10.
her a little bit of grace. I ain't gonna ask your age, but you sound way
You
younger than
sound young
that.
because I was about to ask you how old you were if you didn't mind me asking.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm 25. So
Right.
because like when y'all said it, because at first I was like, yeah, that's a lot of money, but I don't know
Especially not
why in
now.
my head I imagined like three more zeros. So but it's like after I said it again, I was like, ooh, that's actually not a lot because
Right.
I recently, what, not recently, like last year I was in a car crash and we got $8,000 each, and that money went by
Yeah,
fast.
fair.
So
Yep.
so yeah, I would give 10 to my mom because she deserve it. What's it called? I would give 3 to my friend. Mm, yeah, I would give 3 to my friend, and I would like use the rest of the money, I guess, to like to start a business. Then I
But
try
case
to
so
change.
case if you okay, so just say for instance if this was real and it play out right. Now your
Mhm.
best friend found out about it and then she stopped talking to you altogether because like you cut her off for that. So now you like she felt like that you wasn't being loyal to her, like you just gave her up for money basically.
I mean, I did. I don't feel ashamed about that. What's it called? I don't really have money, and money does. Listen, I'm not. I'm not gonna downplay what I did. I did practically sell her out for money, right? But like, especially in this economy, like,
Yeah.
listen,
Yo.
people are finding it. It's hard to find a retail job. Teens right now are at an all-time low of having jobs because
So
it's
all
so
right,
hard to
listen,
find a
we gonna
job.
get into it because you said you 25. You
Hmm.
don't mind your age being out there. So the topic is morals versus money. That was one of the questions that we tied into the topic. So how do you feel about this song, Spin That, and what's going on as far as like having morals not to steal one, and it affects your job, your reputation, and
You
then
talk
the
about the
fact
song
that
by
you got
Miami.
facts because you got people they basically saying that they stealing to get the money. It's like you boosting the bags to get the cash. You know what I'm saying? So you jeopardizing your integrity and your morals for money. So how you feel that song is going to help or not help, like for your age and your generation's perspective? Like, is it normal? Is it something that
So I
really
don't
don't
listen to
matter?
Young Miami, and I
Okay,
don't befriend anyone who does listen to Young Miami.
I like to hear that.
Um,
I like to hear that.
because what's it called? I don't mind like rappers or female rappers and stuff, and the stuff that they rap about. I base who I listen to off of their morals. I don't like her as a person, right?
Okay.
Um, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna financially support her. Same with multiple other multiple other businesses and artists. So what's it called? I actually haven't heard the song. I was thinking about like searching it on TikTok so I could hear a clip of it to hear what everyone was talking about, but then I was like that would help them still because
Right.
with getting them traction. So
Right.
until it comes across my feed and like someone's playing a clip of it, I haven't heard it. I promise I will DM you as soon as I get as soon as that
But look,
happens.
it's crazy because that's how I heard it. Like I never heard the full song, but there's a lot of people. That's what they posting. They posting clips with the song playing. So that's how I knew what it was about. And you got so many people talking about it. So I just had Queen Roadshow come up. We got Montega. He on the panel. So what is it? Montega, Picasso. We gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna let Queen Road chime in. You just chimed in for the second
It's going
time.
by
So
Young Miami.
yeah, we talk about the young Picasso. We talk about Montega Picasso, my fault. We talk about Young Miami song that spin that joint. Yeah, I mean, because you see, like what the topic is, it kind of go hand in hand. So we gonna let this Queen Road tap in. We got Tyrant this top. Yeah, I mean tapped in. We gonna let you mute up for a second, catch up on the topic. But how you feel about this, Queen Road? How you feel about the topic for tonight?
Yo! Hey, look.
Thanks
Thank you for inviting me earlier. Hey, everybody.
for coming
What
back.
up, Auntie Coco? Man, they pull-up game is legit. I just invited you, girl.
Listen, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. If you're not following WMIH radio show, please do so, because I'm never going to do it like him. And he
You
right
got
there. He
I
right
appreciate
there. Like, I swear, it feel like he right up the road.
Well,
All
make me get
right.
on the camera.
What's the topic? Morals versus money. Shit. Okay, wait. Excuse my French. What would you do to get? By the way, I follow Black right here. Like she's on the box below. I heard some of what she said. I thought, you know what I mean? I thought it was
Right.
dope that the part that I heard was something occurred where she had to make a decision, right? And
Right.
in that particular time, you gotta survive. And so she made her choice. We're gonna have to make several choices like that, everybody in our lives. So I thought that was dope. It definitely made me feel like, how do you follow that? How do you how do you follow that?
Look,
She
you
was
just gotta speak your truth because like Holy Spirit activated, she touched on what you talking about. So I just want you to speak from the heart.
I got you. All right. So what would you do to get to the top? Lord have mercy. There really is no top. But what would I do? I would have to weigh it out. You know what I mean? Because sometimes compromises that nobody else needs to know about. That was your compromise, which means you got to live with your decisions type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you more. I got multiple levels. I got actual bulleted points on my morals, and it is flexible depending on what's going on. What would I do to get to the top of, let's say, like a structure where I'm guaranteed to maybe get my first house? Okay, that's a good one. So let's say I'm going through a program, right? Going through a program, because I love this topic, but it's too broad for the way that I think. It's nothing wrong with this topic. All
Yeah,
right.
you never gotta keep it broad so you can chime in just like you doing.
Nah, I get totally overwhelmed. But like, let's say I'm trying to get to the top and to the top of like, okay, I'm ready to secure a house. It don't have to be everybody's idea of a great thing, like the actual house, but that's what I desire. That's what I'm pursuing. And like, stuff gonna happen. I gotta still live in order to do that. I probably would like sacrifice a lot of relationship time. Cut loose time. Like I would do a lot of that. And if it don't involve money, it doesn't mean that I don't want to be with the friends or potential lovers, or you know what I mean? Just living life. That does not mean that I don't want to do that. But my morals would have me like, I need to get to this bag to the extent of achieving that version of the top. I think when I first read this, I was thinking like competitively, like what do I got to do to outdo this person or that person? That ain't never where it's going to be for me. That's never where it's going to be for me at all. It always is some type of objective that I'm trying to reach. I usually would choose love over money, but you're gonna need money in this world. You're not gonna live without that. At some point, something was transactional.
Right. So listen, how we was getting into it, because like I said, it's so many different ways you can get at it. Like morally, from even when we was talking about spend it. But like, is it anything that you would not do morally for money?
I hear you now. Is there anything that I would not do for money because of my morals? I would not. Give me a moment. Let me let me think about that. Let me think about it. Wait. Is there anything that I would not do for money because of my morals? I hate the fact that I know what desperation can cause people to do. What
Right, and that's
pain,
what
actual,
we talk about
yeah,
it, because that's what I'm telling you. Holy Spirit got into that because even with it was a younger guy that got on here from New York. He was about 29, and he touched on that like morally, you'll sacrifice a lot of things based off of desperation and your needs and necessity. That you'll put a lot of your morals to the side because my kid need diapers, or I gotta pay my
yeah,
rent, or
right.
my car note is due. So talk about it.
All right. Anything that I would not do for money, not the actual thing that money
Right.
could buy, but for money, cash
Right.
money.
It's
Oh
your
God.
morals is involved with it. Like if all right, let's just a little bit technical. I know how to curve
No,
certain
no, no.
things
I
here.
got you. I just needed a time to think because I just you ain't
Take your
even
time.
you know you could have sent me a message to give me a
Listen, I
like
did
a
this on the fly. I ain't gonna
you.
lie. It's an old flyer, but I was like, let me see what it do because we got some more serious topics that we going to touch on. But it's like building a community and getting honest, input, feedback, and conversations that are dope. Like ain't nobody judging you over here. Like you don't gotta be extreme.
I got
Like
you. All right, here it is. I would not take a life for just like I wouldn't take a life for
good,
money. It wouldn't
good
be just
answer.
money. Like I would have to get pressed into it. Like the devil would have to be working way too overtime on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like the devil, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the devil is not of this world. And I feel like the devil does not sleep. Only
Right,
this, of this world sleep. So like the devil would have to press on me so hard, like so hard, and then directly show me it's either life or money. Like I'm just unlikely to do it because I feel like are you kidding me? Like my savior is gonna come some way,
right,
shape, or form before I gotta do that. But aside from all of the faith and everything, I'm very, very unlikely to compromise how I feel about the value of life over money. Like I'm unlikely to kill just for money. Like, you know what I mean?
right. See, that's a good answer right there. We got two more people that wanted to chime in on that. Actually, three, because we got Auntie Coco. So we going to let Auntie Coco come in, Montega, and Tyrant, based on how they came into the room. So, Auntie Coco, how you feel about the topic for tonight?
Very interesting. More over money versus money. Um, Me myself, I don't think I had someone ask me a long time ago about I want to say serving. Is that the right word to say on here? Serving, cooking
I don't
up
know that.
stuff like that from my house. Doing illegal stuff, but they want to
Right,
pay me some money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
right,
like, the money is I need the money, but my morals is more valuable than the money. And I was like, nah, because a lot of things could happen, and
right.
I believe God would frown on me because for me doing something that I know that I have no business doing, and God see me through. He saw me
Right.
through. He provided the needs for me. So yeah, I wouldn't, and it was I'm gonna say drugs. I don't like to get involved with drugs. So
Right.
um, that's where I let my morals take the place over money.
So, like, just like I was asking Queen Rose, so like, when it come down to the morals, is it anything like that would make you even question or think about compromising them based on the circumstances?
I mean, that was almost like, oh, it sounds really good. I mean, it was fast money right then and there, but at the same time, it was like I couldn't do it.
Right. So now we going to let my man Montega tap in. How you feel about the topic for tonight, bro?
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna keep it tall. Like, from a man's perspective, you're gonna have to compromise a lot.
Right.
As a black man, in today's society, you gotta compromise a lot, but you gotta find a way to keep your integrity at all costs. So it's like most of us aren't privy to. Most black men in America aren't privy to. What's the word I'm looking for? To a positive way of life. Most of us are brought up in survivalist mindsets. Everybody says that they won't do something to compromise their integrity, their morals, their values, but you can't really say that until you put in that situation. Because we all say we're not going to do something until we're actually there, you know. So like I'm speaking from experience. I've compromised my morals on a couple of things I said I would never do. But when you like somebody said, when you got kids, when your back is against the wall, when there really is no other way, you have to do what's best for you in that moment, because in today's society it's sink or swim.
You ain't lying, bro. How old are you and where you from?
I'm 36. I'm from Philly.
What part of Philly you from, if I can ask? Because you know
I'm from South Philly. I'm from South Philly, but I'm global like Freddie Tiffany.
I heard that, dog. Like, I'm from uptown, but I'm everywhere the same way, bro. Like, when you cool, you ain't gotta watch your body out here. You know how you can move around. You know what I'm saying?
But even when you cool, you still gotta watch your body.
Listen, that's like you said, life as a black man, like that's something that I be trying. Like, I love that our sisters support us and get on these panels so they can understand. Like, every day we walk out that door, there's a bullseye on us. You know what I'm talking about? So,
straight up,
like, we gotta bring it all in perspective. And you know what I'm saying? So, is there anything that, because like you said, like when it comes down to your family and things like that, is there anything, no matter what, you would never compromise morally?
I'll never sell drugs again.
That's what's up. That's a good answer. I mean, we got a lot of men that got on the panel. The first thing they talk about, they wouldn't do no suspect activity. I mean, especially people when it came to the industry of entertainment. But that's, if you're a real man, that's not even a question. You feel what I'm saying?
You shouldn't even have to bring that up. If you're a man, your integrity, you should never have to bring that up. Like, even on the industry tip, like I do music, like, just to speak briefly, I've been approached by many people. I'm not going to speak on nothing because I don't want to get nobody demonetized or nothing, but I've been approached on many different angles. I could have been had 6-7 figures. I could have been on TV. I could have been doing this, that, and the third. But as a man, like I said, certain things that I'm not going to do. And money is not worth me being. I don't mind passing up money to have a good name, because I am currency.
Thanks.
And the minute that we start realizing that we ourselves are the monetary currency, a lot of shit will start moving different.
Facts. And see, the thing is, we gotta definitely give them an example of, you can have the morals and the money, bro. Like, they don't understand that part. Like, it might take a little longer, but you can have both.
For real, I'm gonna keep it brief. A prime example of standing by your morals and waiting your turn, I'm gonna give you 2 examples: Tierra Whack and Cord.
Thanks. And Tierra doing her thing right now, bro. Like, what?
Doing her thing.
Got the city on fire.
I'm proud of her. I'm so proud of her.
Muscle.
Like I said, Cord.
Right. That's uptown. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It feels good this is complete transparency and being and growth. I didn't like him at first, like just off of some personal shit. But the older you get, the more that you realize I'm older than him.
Okay.
I gotta let go of certain shit and just think about like how life is. Like, damn, you know what? Take yourself out the situation and look at it from a different point of view. Like, all right, cool. You know what? I'm tripping. I'm bugging. Like, harboring over dumb shit don't serve you no purpose, because he might need me, I might need him later on in life. We might bump into each other, and me speaking for me being on some weird shit could fuck up the trajectory of something being positive, being way better. So you just got to remove the malice out your heart. You got to remove the weirdness away from you, and just look at things on a positive note. Everything ain't gonna go your way, but the things that you can control them to your best advantage.
Right. About to bring my man Tyron up, see what he got to say about the topic. Thanks for tapping in, bro. You can stay on the panel if you want. Sticking around. Heard that. Appreciate it. So what you got for us, Tyron? Where you from?
From Georgia, live in South Carolina.
Okay, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, my man. How you feel about the topic?
I'm gonna stay on the left-hand side of that. I like that you did a grass is greener on the other side type deal with the picture. That actually is.
Appreciate it.
You know what, dude? It actually puts the point home, right?
Right.
No, man.
So
I
I'm gonna let you talk.
doing the right thing. I'm never gonna take a bribe or a handout. None of that. I'm gonna keep doing it the way I'm doing it because it's working for me and I'm fine.
All right, that's a good way to put it. Because like I say, like I was just telling my man Montega, like a lot of people they feel like they gotta go extra hard and doing things that's outside the box to get the attention and the money when you could keep your morals and get the same attention and the money that you would get. It just may take a little longer. You may not get the same type of support right away, but it's all about the work that you're putting in. So as long as you're putting the work in, you can be a stand-up person without making excuses saying, well, I only did it for the money or I only act like this to get a check. So I definitely appreciate that.
And that's the whole point. By the time you reach where I'm at, you've already done 20 plus years of the thing, and it almost feels like nothing. I ask myself daily, where the hell did the time go?
Thanks.
I served in the Air Force. I have been a contractor for the last 15 years. I just do my job every day, and it pays the bills. And at this point, I've automated 90% of it. I might work 3 hours a day, and I'm getting paid for working 40 hours a week.
I heard that. You might have to teach us something.
And I don't think that's immoral. I think that's working smarter, not harder, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on your view of, well, honestly, believe it or not, as stupid as it sounds, it actually depends on the view of the system as a whole in general, because mankind is the only species on this planet that has to pay to live here, like we're not any other mammalian species that roams the earth, but yet we have to pay an unknown entity in order to exist on this planet. So it depends how you look at it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the end of the day, we all know that we have to pay to live here, and doing it the right way versus
is the right way
to somebody else is probably going to be the best way that you don't end up in trouble or hurt or not here anymore.
Yeah, well, but is that not what the reality of life is built upon? It's built upon the people who didn't take a back seat to people trying to control them. I get the not being hurt and everything, but that just sounds more like indoctrination than it does living. It just sounds like I'm not saying you, I'm just saying from that perspective, it just sounds like being a sheep being led by the shepherd. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm not a religious person, but like I tell my friends, I'm like, well, you all call Jesus, the good shepherd, right? He's the shepherd of the sheep. They're like, yeah. I'm like, it's quite funny. I'm like, the shepherd is the one who protects the sheep from the wolves, right? But he's also the one who unalives them too. So you got to think of it from an outside perspective. Me, I don't care to break the rules. As long as it gives me the chance to live my life, do what I want to the point to where I can literally go to the grave saying I didn't have to ask anybody for anything and I didn't have to follow in somebody's legal freaking battles or whatever else. Screw the universe, screw the planet. You know what? I live my life how I want it, and I will unalive how I want. Simple as that.
Listen, right? Question, I don't want nobody to get off track because this is what we doing. It's a dope conversation. So he got his views and his opinions, and dope. So we're not going to argue that.
Yeah.
I respect that. And we just got Klein So Fine tap in. We had Brooke tap in. So I want Klein So Fine to give her opinion on the topic, and then we gonna talk some more. If you got a rebuttal timer after Klein go in, I'll let you rebuttal with Hooligan was talking about after that.
Yeah, go for it. You're fine.
Okay. Morals versus money. It depends on what you mean by morals. Like, I
All
know.
right, so it's more so. Would you? Is there anything that you would sacrifice your morals for
All
money?
subjective.
I mean, but what do you mean by that? Like, for example,
Like, all right, for instance, if somebody offered you a certain amount of money to hurt somebody or to do them some type of backdoor activity, or not even that extreme, if
do you
somebody
mean
just
by
wanted you
like,
to lie,
for example, Kevin Hart? They said he, you know, in the entertainment industry, they say the men got to give it up.
yeah, we
to
had
other
people talk
men.
about that. We had guys talk about that. We talk about you though. Is there anything that
Right.
you?
Hey, you give me $20 and a 12-pack of Mountain Dew. I'll hurt somebody for you.
That's crazy. Look, we're gonna
He
talk
did
about
not
that.
just say that Ricky
He's
Bobby
not the only
bullshit.
one. Listen, that's why, like
He
I said,
said,
listen, he's not the only one that kept it real. We had somebody that came on earlier. He said, depending on who you is and how much money it is, it might be a problem for you. So we just conversating, y'all. Like it's all
I say
good. I
morals.
appreciate everybody tapping in.
I say morals because at the end of the day, I don't care how much money I get. I got to live with that. That'll always be in my conscience. You know what I mean? Like, I will always think about how I got that money, and that wouldn't sit right with me. That's why a lot of those celebrities go to drugs and other
so
things.
what is it that you would not do? What are your morals that you would not compromise for money? Like, we don't need to know what your morals are. What is it
Yeah,
that you would not do that would compromise the morals that you are aware of that you had, your morals?
I wouldn't mess with children. I wouldn't do anything involving children.
Good answer.
You got like what's that girl name who has Smex with 100 men in 24 hours
Wow.
for a check. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't do something that I had to live with, that I would regret. I wouldn't do nothing that's against my morals. Nothing that I would, like I said, nothing that I would be like, man, like nothing that I feel like I'm selling my soul for.
That's a good answer right there. So now we got Brooke. We want you to tap in, Brooke. How you feel about the topic tonight? Where you from? If you still there, she might have stepped away. You still there, Brooke? Now we gonna drop you in the comments. But we got love and loyalty up. This is the topic for the night. Oh, I see you, Brooke.
Hey everyone.
How you doing tonight? Where you from?
I'm good. My brother's not in here no more.
Oh, your brother was in here. Which one was that? Hooligan?
Yeah, that's my brother. I was just in
Hey,
here because my
listen,
brother
I'm
was in here.
following both of y'all. He had to drop down, I guess, but tell him he could come back whenever he's ready. But how you feel about the topic tonight?
It's a good topic, but I don't know the difference with like what morals are. I'm 20 and I don't know that. That's crazy.
All right, so look, morals is more like your foundation of wherever you was brought up on, because you know everybody not religious, so it's just more so your foundations and your beliefs. Because what I was even asking, you said you young, not to put you out there, but like, do the younger people even have morals to know when they're jeopardizing or sacrificing their morals for the money? So since you say you don't know what morals is, that's pretty much what it is. Things that's you would consider right or wrong that you would not do for money.
Oh. I have like self-respect morals, I guess, in a way where like I wouldn't sell myself for money. I wouldn't let somebody walk all over me for like money. See, like I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business. I do hair for a living and open up my own barbershop. So like I try to make sure like not only that, like the people I'm hiring have like good morals and have self-respect and don't let people walk all over them. But again, like wealth and stuff like that isn't everything. It's all about like respect. Respect is given, it's not really earned. That's just what I've based myself up on. Now my family's like Jehovah Witnesses, but like I'm not a Jehovah Witness. I don't study that. And that's just only like I know a lot of people that are Jehovah Witnesses. I grew up in it, but that's just not specifically me. But I talk to like a handful of everybody, so and I respect everybody. That's why I get where I'm at to now, you know what I mean? Like I understand everybody's situations. Like I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic. I know what it's like to struggle. I also know what it's like not to have money and things be hard. I know what it's like to like couch hop and surf. So I try to like be that advocate for people where they're able to get to where they want to be and not let it just take over, you know what I mean? Like they still have morals, but they also have the financial needs that they need. So then it's not like a bunch of stuff where people are just getting greedy.
All right, so we appreciate that. See, stick around if you can, and I'm following you. Everybody on the panel follow her.
Respect is earned.
Where you from, Brooke?
I grew up in Ohio, but I live in Kentucky right now.
Okay, so yeah, like we definitely you in the community right now. You understand? So like tell Hooligan you can come back through with his shenanigans when he gets some time. But like I said, I like y'all being honest and open on the panel. And you can stay on the panel if you want or drop down in the comments, but we gonna let Love and Loyalty unmute her mic and tap in on the topic.
Hey everybody.
Either hair all done, hair dead.
Yeah, I just went and got it blew out. This is my first time getting my hair blew out or whatever, so just trying something.
Okay. I heard that. So how you feel about the topic tonight?
It's actually a good topic. Morals versus money. What would you do to get to the top?
Right.
I feel like morals is everything to me. And I know that for a fact because I feel like I'll work hard before I beg somebody for anything or ask people for stuff. But people always ask me, do I care what my children think about me? And I actually do. And a lot of people say you shouldn't. But I didn't see things happen where you know how your child is playing on the football team.
Right.
And you have somebody go and say something about one of their friends' mother. So I never gave nobody the opportunity to say, oh, I had your mom or this and that type versa. So I always held myself to a high standard. So I wasn't out here doing any and everything anyways. And I'm not that type of person. And I literally work hard for everything I got, whether it's business. And to be honest, like the last couple years, I had my own business. So I know what it's like to be humble and to be back at your lowest, trying to build it all back from the top. To me, I was kind of embarrassed when I closed my company down because I ended up moving somewhere else. So I was like embarrassed the way my kids would look at me, but they didn't look at me no type of way. They just knew who I am. So they was just like, you got to stop crying and pick yourself back up and do what you got to do. Like, you know how to do it or whatever, like you did it before. It was just people don't understand sometimes the things that you go to. I'm not a person where I would be like, well, I'm at rock bottom, so let me go have smacks with this man so I can get back on top, or let me do this so I can get this amount of money back in my pocket. So I'm all about building my own self back up, and I'm not afraid for people to help me. I just won't ask for it. I'll work hard and do it myself the way I see fit. I mean, to each his own. People do a lot of stuff in the world that they want to, and they get it. That what they say, you get it how you live. Me, I'm gonna build my own table up so I can sit at my own table, and then that way, if somebody want to join and come sit at the table and with me, I'm all for it. I'm willing to grow with people. You don't have to have the same thing as me. I feel like when you join together with somebody and y'all come together, y'all value and stuff like that, it'll work eventually itself out. Like, so, money to me is the root to all evil. I stand on that always because, you know, people don't understand sometimes everybody who got money ain't happy.
Right.
So that's where I came up That's where I came up with my one thing, I'm rich enough for me, because I feel like when you're building your own financial freedom, you got money in your bank. We all want to be a millionaire or a billionaire. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you're surviving, you're living on your own, you're comfortable in your skin, you're comfortable with how you live, and you at peace in your life and you're not struggling, I feel like you're rich enough for you. You didn't reach your financial freedom.
I
So
agree.
you don't need to settle for anything. I feel like when I see a lot of women do a lot of things that they do, um, I really don't judge people. I don't have nothing to say. I said if that's what they see fit, that's what's for them. That's just what it is. And I'm not gonna say, you know how they always say it. They might make other women look bad, but I don't believe in that because I feel like everybody's different in the world. No two people is the same. We all might favor or look alike somebody, but no two people is never the same. So you won't see because I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna just. This is just like an example. I'm not gonna see like if I met up with somebody on the panel like Brooke or somebody, and I say, "Oh, Brooke got on these tennis shoes. Let me go grab these tennis shoes because she got them on." No, I'm gonna go buy them because they made more than one pair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
I'm
about
not. I'm
being
not
true
out
to
here to
you.
right. I'm not out here to judge people. I just feel like everybody just needs to live in their truth. That's all you got to do.
Right.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I see my man Hooligan back in the building. Give us 1 second. We just had the one tap in.
Hi, big bro. I missed you.
So yeah, where you from, the one, and how you feel about the topic for the night?
Jackson, Mississippi.
All right, welcome.
Cool. And pretty straight. I jumped on. Let me know if you want me to answer.
No, yeah, you understand like tonight topic is money versus morals. So is there anything that you would not do to compromise your morals for money, or is it anything that is a certain amount of money that you might say, hey, my morals is going to the side because I need a check?
Well, I think, generally if any man, but I'll speak for myself, you know what I mean? The man, morals need to be first, always, because my pops always say, if you don't stand for if you don't stand for anything, you won't. Now, how you say, if you don't stand for something, you won't stand for anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think man needs to stand on his morals, especially if you got any grit about you. So I keep it short just to get to everybody else.
All right, so we just had Mike Wallace pop in. Where you from, Mike?
Yeah, I'm from Texas.
All right, thanks for participating tonight. How you feel about the topic? Is morals versus money? Is there anything that you would sacrifice your morals for money for?
I think it's kind of an oxymoron, unless depending on how deep you go. But keeping it surface level, I would say you can't be quote unquote on top without sacrificing your morals. I do wonder how rich you can get in America without fully selling out, because it is possible.
Right.
But
It's just going to take a lot longer. That's how I feel, but I'm going to let you go in.
yeah, I mean, I'll just land there.
Oh, no, bro, listen. What I'm trying to tell you, we had people like my man Hooligan. Let him know how you feel about the topic.
Look, bro, look, morals are subjective, just like money. Money is just as the old saying goes, it's the root to all evil. I mean, yeah, money's nice to have, but it's not everything on this planet. The only thing you got to figure out what works for you. So, I mean, subject yourself to what's normal. I mean, I could give you some financial advice. I mean, look, you could either go out there and get a home loan and, you have to pay $300,000 for, 50 years to own your home, or you go out there and rob a bank for $300,000 and only do 10 years in prison. I mean, choice is on you. It's all subjective, to be honest. No, I'm not
being honest. Like, that's the twist. Like, everybody up here, right? We all adults. We all got our own opinions. And
I'll
we
rob
all
a
got
bank
different.
if
Hold
I don't
on.
get
We
caught.
got different backgrounds. So, like, just being honest about, because even with somebody touched it earlier, with you never know what you got to do when it gets real hard, and you got to you don't have no choice. You're back against the wall, and
Right.
your
You do
kids
what you
need
gotta
those
do to
diapers, and your
survive.
bills need to get paid. So like everybody say that they'll never do this, and I'll never do this because of my morals. But if they get put in a certain situation, they'll do something totally different. So we just having an open dialogue, adult
I
conversation. Nobody judging nobody. So
I rob a
speak.
bank if I don't get caught. I definitely rob a bank.
Well,
Would
you
you
know
sell your
what,
body?
man?
Willing
Hey,
to do the
girl,
time.
putting that shit out. You got this. You know, spend about 6 to 8 months planning it. I think you get away with it. I mean, shit. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hell yeah, I don't care about the government. I if I could steal for the government and get away with it, I would absolutely do it.
Right. The government steals from us every day. I mean, what's the difference?
Exactly. So yeah.
Now, would you sell your body?
Right. Listen, this is some things. All right, because there was
Hmm.
another thing. What's something you
But
wouldn't
what?
do?
But to
Like,
Off
who?
the
what's the
table.
male equivalent
To
from
who?
a
Like
man?
would I sleep with? 50
A
Cent
stranger?
or?
Nah, a
See,
stranger.
no,
But he
we
giving
talking
you.
about.
I mean, if he look good and he ain't got no
Nah, you don't
STDs.
like him at all, but you need the money.
I mean,
Wait.
I've messed
But
with
he's
guys I
safe.
didn't
Like he
like.
not gonna unalive you or nothing. He just want to get his rocks off.
Yeah, I do that.
She talking about
Damn.
50 Cent. No, she like the
I'm
white
just
boys.
keeping
Don't
it
let her out.
real.
But
I
see,
mean,
I think
I've
ladies a
messed with.
bit different though. They
Yeah,
a bit
lady ain't
different.
listen. Love
I
and
know what's
loyalty
the
ain't
male
playing none of
equivalent
them
to that.
games.
Like, what's the male equivalent to that crossing that line
Now,
for you?
if you ask me if
So
I do it with a guy who got, HIV for some
Of course
money,
Nah,
not.
he
I would
clean.
say
Yeah, he
no.
clean. He clean.
Right?
nah,
Yeah,
see,
yeah. I do it
it,
if he smell good and you know what I'm saying. He got all his
Come on,
teeth.
sis.
it
He
couldn't
look
be
Right.
good. I
Ethics
fidelity.
mean,
and morals and
he ain't
integrity. We
gotta look
gonna
good.
learn. We
It
gonna
could be
Yeah,
learn.
I'm
fidelity
gonna
for
take a
ladies.
shower and
I
then
don't
I'm
know
gonna
what the
take you
male
out to
equivalent is.
McDonald's.
I really
The
don't.
male
It's
equivalent for the
just begging on
lady,
the street.
it'd have to be like a human sacrifice. Like it had to be somebody they love.
Damn, I would have to
It'd be a
unalive
child or
somebody.
something. And
Yep,
no,
it'd have to be
I
your
would never
son, your
go.
daughter, or your
No,
Right?
mama
no,
or
no.
Nope.
I
dad.
ain't
Nope.
that deep. It's not.
The reason I say that is
But you got to
because for
think about
men,
that.
it's
Them
like,
Disney kids, those Disney kids, they parents gave them up. You know what I'm saying?
Talk
A lot
about
of
it.
them Disney kids, their parents knew what was happening to them, but
yeah.
they
So they
wanted the
basically
fame.
chose. Yeah, they wanted that
I
money.
couldn't do that.
Get something to drink and come home.
Yeah, but see,
No,
the thing is like for a woman to do some degrading for some money, it's like dudes ain't really gonna get like mad at that. It's like it's almost like if it's to the point to where it's recorded or it's
no.
with somebody that we love or we know, it's like gotta hit home. Like it gotta like you just doing something like crazy for some money as a female is like guys. I don't think it would probably look at it crazy. Like
Well,
if I heard that a chick had
Right.
got $3 million versus just from doing some head for a dude for a producer,
Right.
I mean,
I
I'd
let,
wouldn't
rather
really
do it
even
with a
care.
rich
Like,
nigga
you know
than a
what I'm
broke
Yeah, a
saying?
nigga.
little
Because it's like that's
different
let me
though.
dumb.
ask the
Like,
You
Now
guys
we
giving up
get
your
this.
into the meat
rocks
and
though.
potatoes. Now we get into the meat and potatoes though, because
yeah,
now we
like
Right.
talking
that'll be
about
normal.
because
Let
now,
me
all
ask the
right,
guys
Head
on
ain't
this.
head ain't the box though.
all right,
Let
hold
me
on. I
Head
ask
need
the
is still
everybody
guys.
to mute
something.
up.
Let me ask the
Everybody
guys
mute
on
up
this
1 second.
panel. What is your most important commodity in this world? It's your time. Time is the one thing you can waste on this
Never get
planet and
back. You
never get
can never
back.
get it back.
Right. So what I'm asking is, so if I took my time to put it out with a woman, took her out on dates, bought her jewelry, and took care of her, only for her to turn around and dump me, then I wasted my time, right? Or I could
Right.
just go out here, take $200 and spend it on a damn hooker, because either way I'm paying for the poon. So I mean, it depends how you look at everything.
Like I says all perspective. Like, but this is where we talk about morally though, because now we need to talk
Yeah.
about levels of morals and
Well,
integrity.
my
Because
morals is if you can get it, you get it. You know what? Like
facts.
He does this
DJ
all the
We,
time,
Khaled.
by
he's
the way.
thinking
Right
logically.
now, but
That's what
his
logic
perspective is a
is.
lot
Yeah,
of
that's
people
not.
perspective that they won't say out loud. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because there's a lot of people they don't feel comfortable expressing themselves the way
Oh, I'm
that
an
they really
honest person.
feel.
I
He is
don't.
so
Like
open. That's the one
one
thing
thing I
you'll
would
know
never
about
do
him.
that I used to do that I I ain't gonna say I'm fully disgusted, but I'm disappointed at myself is donation. Like I used to donate blood when I was younger to get some money
Okay.
type shit like at the
Dude,
you know
hey,
what I
Mike,
mean?
don't be
God
But
disgusted.
I would
plasma
never
places
I would
everywhere.
never do that shit now because now that's breaking my moral code. Um,
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I mean, hey, Mike, look at
But
it
that's
this
just
way.
me.
It doesn't matter why you donated the blood. I don't care if you were
It's
donating it to get, money for a fix or whatever. but the factor is you still donated blood that went on to save somebody's life. So you got to look at it from the positive perspective. So screw what everybody else thinks. That's the
Yeah,
point.
bro. I don't want to get a government in my blood, man. Actually,
They already
now,
did.
if you doing
Hey,
it just to,
they got
you
your
like
whole
donating, that's
genealogy, man. They watching.
Yeah, Ben Love, I want you to get your perspective because you heard how like you seeing Klein so fine gave her perspective. I want you to get your perspective.
Like I said, my morals mean everything. It can be that way because I have kids and grandchildren. But at the same time, if I'm in a relationship, I want my relationship to be transparency. If my man asks me for a threesome or something like that, I'm either gonna say yes or no. But at the end of the day, I'll never sell my soul or my body for no money when I can get out there and make the money myself. I'm a hustler. I come from that type of family, so I will never sell my soul or give. That's one of the things. That's one of the
Yeah, I
things I
mean,
value about myself.
grandma got it going on. Hey,
I
you
ain't
ever
know.
come down?
You out
Hey,
of
you.
pocket, dog. Like
I got you.
we were on the same age, dog. Even though I am a grandpa, but respect. But keep going, Loyalty. Like
But I mean, like
I don't know.
like I said, everybody. I don't judge nobody. Like he said, when his grandfather or somebody told him, "If you stand for anything, you'll fall for anything," or whatever. I just feel like that is a true statement. But me, the way I live in the world today, I believe in karma, and I believe a lot of stuff comes back on us. So I'll never do nothing to harm anybody, sell my soul, stoop to somebody's level. I don't match people energy. I hear people say they out here matching people energies. If somebody energy I'm gonna match is mine, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. Like I will never sell my body. That's how much I value my life, my body, and my stuff down there. Like she means everything to me, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. So. I mean, I'm not saying that don't somebody else's don't mean much to them because they want to sell money or go do that or whatever. I mean, to each his own, like I said. But to me, one thing about me in my life that's important is my body is to keep it healthy. And like I'm scared of diseases and every freaking thing else out in this world today. So I'll keep being celibate for forever if I have to, just to know I'm not catching anything. Like I'm just.
Hey, just not to relate on this, but don't lie. You're about to catch white fever because you know you love me.
I ain't having you. My best friends, I got white best friends, but I ain't got no problem with a whatever you call a YT at
Well,
all.
I'm not going to be your best friend. I'm going to be the white cream on top of the chocolate cake.
Oh my God, your
he
little
on it
sister's in
already. Look, he was
here.
going through your pictures.
Hey,
Yo,
Oh my God.
I'm all in it for making people laugh and having fun. That's what TikTok's about, right? Come on.
Right, yeah, like I said, man, like we adults.
He said what he said. I mean, I don't mind him speaking his mind. Like, I mean, it's cool. Like, you like what you like. You see what you see.
Hell yeah,
But when it comes to me, and you stand in my face, you'll realize and be like, oh yeah, she ain't on that type of level. That's the thing about people. When you meeting people, new people, you could do that to some people, but everybody you can't. You could stand in front of me and want me as bad as you want to. Don't mean you gonna get it. That's what I'm just gonna say.
There you go. Now that's the way to be.
Because I might feel the same way, but I'm still. That's the thing. We be attracted to people. I didn't stood next to a man. And you ever be so attracted to somebody you want to just jump on them real fast, but at the end of the day, my morals means everything. He gonna wait.
Right. That is not only the morals, that's self-respect. And that's the way to go, because I mean, if you give up the candy store to everybody, who's going to enjoy the Jolly Rancher, you know?
And when he tried, I ain't get mad at him. He just knew what his next step was to try to talk to me and stuff like that. And he didn't mind waiting. He didn't care. He just looked at me and was like, "Oh, I could tell that about you." But he tried. Like, I mean, people could try all day. Like, but I feel like in the world we live in today, I don't like when men rush everything, because at the end of the day, we all know what the ending is. We all know everybody wants smacks, whether you man or woman.
Right.
That's just what it is. Like, some people just go and rush into stuff. They start sending pictures. Like when you meet people on the app on here, as soon as they think you like them, they sending you a D picture in your thing. And I just feel like that is so disrespectful. Like that's when I say they ain't got no morals. You ain't got no morals when you do that type of stuff.
Man,
That's
that's
a lot
really
too.
crazy, man.
But some people do
Oh.
that, but I don't.
I wouldn't know. I ain't been in a dating field in 10 years.
You look
Going
young
on.
from the picture.
Well, it's rough out here, I tell you.
I'm 40
I heard
plus.
it is. I don't even want to date. I heard it's really bad.
You
All
got to,
different
yo.
type of standards.
You gotta have your boundaries, them healthy boundaries. You cut people off fast, but you ain't gonna know if you don't get out here.
Like
I
she
know a
said,
lot
I'm
of people.
scared.
You
It's so many
know,
STDs out. Then you got the transgender community, not
it's a
knowing
lot.
who is who, what is what. It's a lot going on right now. So
Got to be careful.
I'm scared. But listen, for
It be like that. I appreciate that. Me too.
I'm married. It'll be going on 9 years. But
Wow.
Congratulations.
but for about 5 million.
Damn.
Man, I cannot.
I'm sorry.
And decent
But guess
proposal.
what? With that
All
5 million, I'm gonna invest and we gonna be good forever.
right,
True
but you
that.
said we, so you gonna bring him back along. You gonna make sure it's a we thing. He coming along for the ride. You ain't gonna leave him.
I'm rolling.
Shit, his ass, he probably tell me go. He probably make me go. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
So it was all about perspective, y'all. Like, oh my goodness. So the honesty is definitely appreciated.
I don't believe that a lot of men, because I know it's so many men I've heard of in the entertainment industry that Terrence Howard was speaking about this, that have been backdoored.
Right.
Like Rick Ross, Meek Mills, guys you would never even think of.
Who you
So
talking?
it's hard for me to, a lot of guys came up here and was like, no, it's hard to believe that, in my opinion.
It's just about when you volunteer for everything, and everything is a choice. The reality is sometimes they'll tell you that your choice is once you come into this space, you can't get out of it. So you got an option not to get into that space. But once you in that space, you start seeing stuff that you ain't want to agree with, and people trying to involve you in stuff that you ain't really with. It's too late to get out of it. So anybody trying to blame somebody else, I ain't going for it. And what we talk about, morals versus money, you got some people that was like, well, damn, ain't no cameras around. You the only person that's going to know. You ain't going to tell nobody, is you? You sure ain't nobody going to know about this? So they could get in a position. Like, I can't look in the mirror like that. So, like, it's going to take me a lot longer to get there. But when I get my bread,
right,
when I get all my accomplishments and my trophies, I could be proud to say, yo, I won first place without cheating.
Right. Terrence Howard said that. He said your manhood is the one thing as a man you cannot get back.
Only thing. Because even like when you make certain mistakes with your integrity and things like that, you could come back from it. Because it's like you could show a person that you're not that same person. But at the end of the day, Assalamu alaikum, Rocky. So yeah, we get a lot of that. Trolls. I don't even know how my man. I got a whole setting on here that you're not supposed to be able to come up here unless I invite you up. So they must be starting it. We must be talking too heavy for him. I don't know. Oh,
I don't know. I don't be. They be everywhere. That's all I know.
Like I said, look, the trolls, they don't know how to control. Like I said, when you don't got substance, it get like that. Because you peep how the panel opened up. You came on when the panel really opened up, because then we had other people on with their perspectives from different species, totally. And you see how, like, I don't let my stuff get out of control and out of pocket. Like, I need to see where you coming from. So, like, I'm letting you talk. It's disrespectful and all that. You getting took right down, but at least I know how to work that part of this act, like controlling the panel and all that.
True that.
But yeah, Queenie was up here for a minute. I don't know if she had got busy. I seen
Oh,
there's
did
no
she?
filter that popped in. You tried to pop on the panel earlier. If you want, you could jump up, get your
Yeah, because I
perspective
was
on
out getting when I first seen it, I was like, that's why I popped in. Was like, I'm getting my hair done.
it. Right.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
but
didn't even know I was going to be on this long. This was one of those pop-up lives too. Like it wasn't a
oh,
registered live
okay.
with a plant, but I got something that I need people to register for that I want to see the vibes, like what people want, so we don't really gotta worry about trolls. They gonna come in regardless.
Oh, so how do you register? What do you mean you register? What did you have to do?
All right, so you go to your studio, and then it's basically you create a live. So then when you
Oh,
set the time for it, you can set up a registration that when you share it out to all your followers, that they can confirm that they're going to come to the live at the time you are going to go live for.
oh,
So this way
okay.
you know at least how many people you going to have on. You can invite up for the panel and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Rich Wildlife was popping. I see you just joined. And shit, the numbers starting to drop. Like shit, I was on since 5 when
Oh,
everybody
really?
got off
Oh,
work. So it's like the transition right now. Like all the people that jumped on when they was getting off work. Now everybody gets settled for dinner and bed. Got the
yeah.
kids and all that.
That's what I learned when on TikTok. You got to come in at certain times and get back off, come back, get back off. Like,
Right. Right. Because that might be another thing too that they doing. Like, because with that person, I'm pretty sure they probably was from overseas. It was just a different time that the algorithm moving different because AI not even putting up good summaries.
mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, we got a rap too about what we talked about because the
Yeah.
week almost over. I gotta get on top of this stuff as soon as possible.
Yeah, I said I was busy earlier today, like, getting stuff together. So I could call you. Just give me like another 30 minutes and I'm going to give you a call.
All right, cool. I'm gonna shut the live down now because it done dropped down to less than
Okay.
5 people. So once you drop off, it'll be just me and one other person. So this joint went good, and you know me, I'm getting ready to do the highlights, so you'll be in them.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, so I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks for everybody that tapped in. Who's making that happen radio? Y'all know what we doing. The panel was lit. The conversation was lit. Everybody kept it what it was supposed to be. I appreciate y'all. Y'all made that 2 hours go by fast. You know what I'm saying? I still got battery. So I'll check y'all out on the next one.